What is the best way to handle self-invalidation when you have started working out, your body is changing, but you don't feel like it's changing fast enough? I've started working out with a trainer and I get done and I feel like I should look the way that I want right away. And I know that's not possible, but how do I quiet the voice that tells me the results are not happening fast enough? I'd like to know the answer to this myself.
Yeah. Well, look, I think that it can be very difficult, but it's important to, not like, I completely get like the need to change, the need to improve. But if there's an unrealistic runway attached to that, then it can be a pointless pursuit, right? Like if we're looking for all of that change to happen immediately or based on one workout or even based on a couple. So I think with like working out, the goal is to be able to work out more or to, for me, it's to increase volume over time. And that isn't just weight on a bar, that's like number of sets, number of reps. And those are objective things that I can touch, right?
Mm.
I'm going to see less objective results in myself because I see myself every day. And the way I'm going to get an objective result is on the scale or by taking measurements of myself. But my own self perception is largely not going to change because this is happening so slowly. And I look at myself in the mirror every day and there's no, I shave my head and I wake up one morning weeks later and I go, oh my God, I need to shave my head again. But I didn't think that the day before. My hair hadn't, or in fact, now I'm so like unaware of that Brandy tells me. Brandy comes and say, you need to cut your hair. And I'm like, oh, really? I'm a hippie again. But I'm not noticing that change. The objective result isn't going to change how we feel about ourselves. We're going to largely feel how we felt in the beginning throughout it. And then if you want to track your progress, figure out what the objective metric is and allow that to be the progress you're basing it on. If you're trying to lose weight, measure yourself, get on the scale. Don't do it so obsessively that any little deviation is going to make it so fragile that you could be like, I'm going to give up on this.
Mm.
It takes a long time. It just does. So, I think all of these things that are very, summer shred, 30 days to X to get the summer body you want. It's like, okay, I think most bodybuilders hang out at like they could peak in 30 days or 2 months or something like that. This is all they do. If you are coming to a place where you need to change, where you recognize like, I need to have a different set of circumstances for myself, you're rebuilding that. It takes a long time. So find objective goals that you can take that are outside of your head that you can look at and go, I did 3 sets of this last week and couldn't do a 4th set. Now maybe on week 6 you can do a 4th set. That's the goal that I would suggest looking for, not how you feel about yourself, because you're kind of with yourself all the time and this change happens so slowly that we can't really notice it without taking it out of ourselves and saying like, well, I've been sticking to this plan and the scale says I'm down 20 pounds. I don't see it, but that's the metric I'm going off. I've been going to the gym every day and I started with a 13-minute mile and now I'm down to a 12-minute mile. That's the metric that you should take and go like, there's change happening, right? Not
Right.
how we perceive ourselves in the mirror. Because I think it really takes much more than that to feel better. I don't always feel good about myself. I often feel crappy about myself. And so it's hard. That's hard work, but that's kind of a separate thing.